All right, everybody. Welcome to your celebrity speaker webinar. And in this webinar, I want to go over what are you going to do with your assets after you have spoken at NASDAQ or at Harvard. What are you going to do to deploy these assets? Because these assets don't do you any good unless they are deployed. And therefore, the first thing I want you to write down, I know Lisa's got her book and she wants to be taking notes. The first note I want you to take down is all marketing assets must be deployed. I'm going to open up a little notepad here. I'm going to open up a notepad. I'm going to take some notes here. NASDAQ implementation. Because we got NASDAQ coming up. Got NASDAQ coming up. And what are you going to do with this NASDAQ coming up? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a video with the Jumbotron. And I want to show you one of those. For example, we had Matt Chancey. I want to show you Matt Chancey's video because it was pretty good. Matt Chancey. Here's Matt Chancey's video. You're going to get a video like this.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt Chancey. I'm a certified financial planner and I'm here at the NASDAQ today and we're talking about my new book, The Tax Playbook, How the 1% Win the Money Game. So if it's not about what you earn, it's about what you keep at the end of the day. So if you want to reduce your taxes, here's the book for you.
Okay, now there's a lot of great stuff in this video. This is just a quick little video. It's 18 seconds. That's what you get. And a lot of people don't have these videos because a lot of people don't really have their book on the Jumbotron. You're going to get this video, and what are you going to do with this video? Well, you're going to put it on YouTube, and you're going to put it on Facebook, and you're going to put it on LinkedIn. You're going to put it up in all of your channels, and you're also going to put it up on your website. So let me go back to one thing that I want to encourage every one of you to have, which is a celebrity positioning website. Let's take a look at clintarthur.tv. In clintarthur.tv, you're going to see a lot of things, but on the homepage, you have my sizzle reel. You have me with celebrities, me speaking at Harvard, me with Snoop, we with the Winklevoss twins. We have testimonials. Then we have featured posts. Then we have my live events and my books or products and a free gift. That's basically what you get on my homepage. On the About page, you're going to see a lot more celebrity imagery. I have this whole huge photo right here. This is a photo carousel. It's going to play automatically of me with celebrities. Should play automatically. I'm not sure why it's not playing automatically right now, but I know that these celebrity imageries are the most important thing in marketing. And then there's some information about Clint Arthur. Okay, then we're going to go on to testimonials. You got to have testimonials, and I sincerely recommend that when you are at NASDAQ, you get people to tell you, this person did a great job at NASDAQ. I want to show you what some NASDAQ testimonials will look like. These are the way I got testimonials. Why don't you get testimonials like this? That's a rhetorical question. There's no reason why you shouldn't get testimonials like this, but you need to do it. Okay? It's up to you to make these testimonials happen. I have a whole testimonial page. Here are some NASDAQ testimonials.
Hey Clint, I just closed my biggest deal ever, and I used the information that I learned from you at VIP speaker training. It just gave me that authority throughout that whole process, and I was able to close my biggest deal ever. Thank you.
I had the pleasure to speak at NASDAQ. That was my dream, and Clint Arthur was a great, amazing event. So if you're thinking about it, don't think. Take action.
Clint, I've been with you for quite a few years already. And this event at NASDAQ has just blown me away. You just elevated. You're just giving more and more experiences that I don't know anybody that does this.
The direct result of attending Clint Arthur's event, we have quadrupled our sales. In fact, in this quarter, 2017, we've already done more business this year than we did all of last year. So if you're wanting to take your business to the next level or your celebrity status to the next level, you've got to get with Clint Arthur.
Hey, this is MJ Jenkins. This is my 7th or 8th event with Clint Arthur, and I'm just so blessed to have a coach like Clint Arthur. Thank you for taking me from 0 to 90 in 90 seconds. You are the bomb.
Hey, I'm Navy Dowdy. This is my 3rd event with Clint. They get better every time. If you're thinking about doing this, just do it.
Hey, I just finished Clint Arthur's NASDAQ experience. I had my picture on the Jumbotron. I gave a speech at the NASDAQ exchange. It was magical, but of course that's what you would expect from Clint Arthur. And you should sign up right now because it is a wonderful experience and will give you a great return on your investment.
It was a $3,100 a month, a 36-month contract, and they signed about an hour after when I was saying I was speaking at the NASDAQ. So thanks, NASDAQ. Thanks, Clint.
Okay, I'm going to stop this right now. I'm going to play more. But my point here is you got to get people to say nice things about you. Think about how, okay, NASDAQ implementation, all marketing assets must be deployed. Okay, that's first one. We'll go to number 2. Have a tight 18-second commercial for Jumbotron. What are you going to say? Don't try to figure it out when you're there. Figure it out before you're there. Rehearse it, practice it. And then when we get to the when we get to the VIP speaker training on Sunday, December 2nd, we'll take it even to a higher level for you. I'll teach you how to say it in a better way. Number 3, get testimonials. Get testimonials. I want you to think about this, guys. When I'm running my event, it's my event. I'm running the whole NASDAQ show. I'm responsible for all this stuff. I still manage to grab people and make them give me testimonials. Because I know that testimonials are where it's at. I still am able to take the time to get testimonials. And if I can take the time to get testimonials, you can take the time to get testimonials. You have to get testimonials. What are you going to have them say? Well, if you're a financial advisor, your testimonial can't say, "Oh, Joe Smith is a great financial advisor." They can't say that. We're using testimonials to get around the testimonial restriction. How are you going to get testimonials for your business if you don't do this? What I'm suggesting to you is your career as a motivational and inspirational speaker is a valid outside business activity, an OBA. About your OBA as a speaker. And what you want to do is you want to get people in the room at NASDAQ. These are high net worth people. They're all smart. They're all well dressed. They're all good speakers. They're all trained by me on how to speak. You want them to give you a testimonial in front of some NASDAQ imagery. There's all these screens at NASDAQ that are going to say NASDAQ on them. You want to get testimonials from these people talking about what a brilliant financial mind you are, what a great financial speaker you are, how your story of how you became a financial success was so inspirational. These are all testimonials that will go around the restrictions placed on you of not being able to have testimonials. Hey, consult your compliance department before you do anything. Make sure you get approval from them on all of these testimonials. But I'm telling you, I've designed this program to get around the limitations of your compliance department, and that is going to deliver tremendous value for you. Okay, so get testimonials. Let's watch some more testimonials from this reel to give you more ideas. Oh, I want to stop right there. Number 4, talk about NASDAQ before you get there. Listen to this testimonial again. Listen to this Will Noble's testimonial. We'll go back a little bit. Listen to this.
It was a $3,100 a month, 36-month contract, and they signed about an hour after when I was saying I was speaking at the NASDAQ. So thanks, NASDAQ. Thanks, Clint.
Do you understand that he closed a $3,100 a month deal with a new client because he was talking about how he was going to go speak at NASDAQ? He hadn't even done it yet. This was at the pre-party. Now, you guys should know that we have lots of parties. We like to have parties. And the first day of NASDAQ, there is going to be a training day, which will start at 1 o'clock. So in other words, show up after lunch, go to lunch, get all set, wake up, sleep in late, wake up, go have some lunch on Sunday, then show up for the 7-figure speaker training. And then you're going to stay for that, and it's going to culminate in a cocktail party and networking at this super cool location that we've rented for this occasion. That day, I'm going to be training you on how to speak about NASDAQ and how to speak at NASDAQ. But this video was shot at a pre-party before he even spoke at NASDAQ. You need to talk about NASDAQ before you get there. You need to talk about how you're going to be speaking at NASDAQ. You're going to be telling your story at NASDAQ. This is using the marketing before you even have the marketing. That's what I'm talking about. Let's continue.
The detail that I've gotten has helped me in a big way to be a better speaker. I couldn't say more about that. The opportunity to speak at NASDAQ and to be recognized as someone who has spoken there and to have my book on the Jumbotron in Times Square, just amazing. So spend your money wisely, spend it here, get the training, get the exposure.
I want to go back here a second. Let's look at Jim Hefner, okay? Look where he is. He's standing in front of these screens that all have NASDAQ branding on them. That's where you're going to be shooting your testimonials. Look at what he's wearing, folks. He's wearing a neon pink tie, a white shirt, and a dark suit. He's got this dark trench coat on too, but I'm assuring you that he has a white shirt, a dark suit, and a neon tie. Kind of like me. And I'm wearing my Donald Trump costume. See, I got an actual Donald Trump costume, I guess. I don't know. This doesn't look like Donald Trump's hair, but they're telling me it is. Is this it? Is that better? I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's it. But I'm wearing a Donald Trump costume because the guy knows how to be on TV. He knows how to be on video. And a good part about being on video is you got to have this neon pop on top of your white. So costume choice is going to help you to improve your results from this whole thing. But he's talking about the training, the details of the training. Make sure you show up for the training. Hey, you want to get the most value out of your investment in NASDAQ? Here's a good one. 5, show up for the VIP speaker training on Sunday. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't need any training. I'm a great speaker. Hey, listen, if you're not making millions of dollars a year from speaking like I am, then you should show up. You should put it in your calendar. You should make sure you show up. You should be well rested. Bring yourself a nice big cup of coffee with you from Starbucks because you're going to want to stay alert and pay attention because the stuff I teach in the 7-figure Speaker Secrets Revealed day is worth the entire investment alone. And you want to make sure that you get there. And that's one of the ways that you're going to get the most from your NASDAQ experiences to show up for the training on Sunday. Let's continue with these testimonials.
Get the training, get the exposure.
Kevin, how has this been working for you?
It's been a whirlwind since I met you this March. This year I doubled revenues and doubled profits.
I have easily made 250 to 300,000 more. So that's because of you.
Thank you. And hey, look, it's because of me and it's because of you implementing.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's like 300,000 low-hanging fruit right there.
And I am a product of this man, Clint Arthur. He's the real deal. I trust him with my life. You're crazy if you don't.
I want to go back here. I want to go back here for a second and look at, and then we'll come back to Dave Nasani. Look at Kim Curtis. She made the list of the most influential financial advisors in 2018. And this next slide said she brought in 300,000 of low-hanging fruit because of her digital assets. The digital assets. All marketing assets must be deployed. Digital assets must be live on the internet. That's key. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at Clint Arthur, keynote speaker. Here is this is my speaker page. Okay, let's go to my speaker page. This is my speaker page. And on my speaker page, I've got some digital assets. Here I am speaking at NASDAQ. Here I am speaking at the Harvard Faculty Club. Here's a bunch of testimonials. Digital assets must be deployed on the internet. I want to show you another place that digital assets need to be deployed: on YouTube. Let's go to my YouTube channel. If you don't have a channel, you got to have a channel. You got to go to your channel. Here's my Clint Arthur channel. My Clint Arthur channel. And on Clint Arthur's channel, you'll see all kinds of videos. I have so many hundreds of videos. I have so many hundreds of videos, and you got to have your videos on your YouTube channel. How do you start a YouTube channel? Let me show you how you start a YouTube channel. You go on Google and you search how to start a YouTube channel. And you just follow these instructions right here. That's how you do it. That's how you do everything these days. Anything you want to learn, you just go on Google and learn how to do it, except for you can't search how do you become a celebrity entrepreneur. I don't think anything will come up for that. I really don't think anything would come up for that. I'm the only one who knows how to do that. That's what I'm teaching you here in these webinars. But I want to look at Clint. Type in Clint Arthur NASDAQ. Do we have something? Boom, Clint Arthur at NASDAQ. Deployed on YouTube.
World. And I decided in my adolescent mind that if I could graduate from someplace amazing like the Wharton Business School, maybe my parents would stop arguing so much. You know, you think it's all your fault when you're a kid. Well,
guys, post your NASDAQ videos on YouTube as your name at NASDAQ. What is mine called? Clint Arthur at NASDAQ. See that? Mine is called Clint Arthur at NASDAQ. There's your name at NASDAQ. Now, when a person goes on the internet and searches Clint Arthur at NASDAQ, boom, there it is. Right here. It's the first hit. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate that. Yeah, I told you. I'm teaching you guys how to implement. And like, unfortunately, this just seems really obvious and easy to me, but Post your NASDAQ video on YouTube as your name at NASDAQ. This way, when somebody goes to search for you and you say, all right, so now we're going to go to another thing. And that is, this is the 4X script. This is how you will quadruple your sales this year. Are you ready? When somebody calls into your office, whoever answers the phone, whether that be your secretary, your assistant, your marketing person, whoever it is, if it's you, you need to ask some sort of a version of a question along these lines. You ready? Here's the question. Oh, you're interested in working with us? Fantastic. Do you mind if I ask how you found out about us? Did you see me speak at NASDAQ? Or did you see my Harvard speech? Or did you see me on TV? And then you wait. That's the 4X script. That's you deploying your assets into your marketing script. Oh, fantastic. I'm really excited that you want to work with me. Do you mind if I ask how you found out about us? Did you see me speak at NASDAQ? For many of you, that's all you'll have. You'll just have NASDAQ. Okay, great. Hit them with NASDAQ. For those of you who spoke at the Harvard Club last year, I'm not lying when I say, did you see my Harvard speech? And they're going to say, what? Yeah, I spoke at the Harvard Club of Boston last year with Caitlyn Jenner, and it's on YouTube. I thought maybe you saw that. I'm okay with you calling that your Harvard speech. Yeah, that's the speech I give anytime I speak at the Harvard Clubs. I'm a frequent speaker at Harvard Clubs. For those of you who are coming to NASDAQ, you're going to be speaking at the Harvard Club of New York City. That's what these videos, that's what these testimonial videos are. Let me show you this one. This is there's Gary. See that Veritas? You're all going to be speaking under that Veritas. That's the Harvard Club in New York City. Yeah, I speak a lot at Harvard clubs around the country. They really like what I have to say. And whenever I give that Harvard speech, a lot of people respond. That's implementing this into your marketing. Okay, so that's the 4X script. Did you hear about me did you see me give my Harvard speech? Is that why? Or did you see me speak at NASDAQ? That's a 4X script. Moving on from there, are you implementing this into any postcard material or any printed material? Are you implementing this into any printed material? Printed material. For example, I am going to be doing some dinners, and I'm sending out postcards inviting people to the dinners. These are dinners for new prospects. And I'm going to show you what one of those postcards looks like. There you go. Now, every one of you is going to have this image. I'm implementing it into a postcard, and I'm going to be mailing it out. It's already been mailed out to 7,500 financial advisors in the New York area. Here's some Harvard imagery that's in the postcard. Reserve your place to hear the exact message Clint Arthur shared at Entrepreneurship Club of Harvard Business School events with Suzanne Summers. Okay, are you using it in printed materials? For example, here's an image of Sherman Raglan. I'm using Sherman Raglan's image in my printed material. This is a magazine that I published. When the people come to the dinner, they're going to get the magazine at their place. Actually, every person who registers to come to the dinner is going to be mailed a magazine. with all this material in it. Here's Harvard imagery. Celebrity attachment imagery. The deployment of Jumbotron imagery. It's up to you to be using these images in your printed materials. There's a reason why people print stuff. This is old school marketing. And if you're not using old school marketing, why aren't you using old school marketing? Old school marketing's been around for a lot longer than new school marketing. Let's continue. I saw one that Jonah Lavitt did. Jonah Lavitt, man, it was the smartest one that Jonah Lavitt. Okay. It shows up on your screen over the image of you, and then you take a screenshot of it, and then you put it up as a testimonial. You have your phone with your imagery, and then when you get text messages over that, you take a snapshot and you make it your image, okay? Let's see what else came up in this testimonial video.
On in Times Square, just to make yourself spend your money wisely, spend it here, get the training, get exposure.
Kevin, how has this been working for you?
It's been a whirlwind since I met you this March. This year I doubled revenues and doubled profits.
I have easily made 250 to 300,000 more. So that's because of you.
Thank you. And hey, look, it's because of me and it's because of you implementing.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's like 300,000 low-hanging fruit right there.
And I am a product of this man, Clint Arthur. He's the real deal. I trust him with my life. You're crazy if you don't.
I have done 3.
All right, I want to stop there, and I want to pick up another thing of implementation, and that is trust Clint. Just do what I say. Do the things that I say. Don't overthink them. Don't overcomplicate them. Don't screw up your own self with your own mind, okay? Mind F yourself. Don't mind F yourself. Just do what I say. It's really not hard. It really isn't hard. Just do what I say. Trust me that when I tell you to do stuff that it's going to work. Let's continue. Thank
It's
you.
with Clint Arthur, and this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Clint, for this amazing event and all that you continue to do for everyone that is looking to seek more authority and just get them out there to tell their story.
I'm here to tell you that I have made a ton of money working with Clint and Allie, and I've actually made over 6 figures just by going to Harvard. It pays for itself and then some. So if you're even looking to make another 6 figures on top of what you're making already, you have to go and see Clint Arthur. I'll guarantee you, you get instant results and you get a book right away.
Hey, this is Mikhail Jessen with National Corporate Credit. I just want to put out a shout out to Clint Arthur with $1 Million Business Accelerator. As you can see in the background, we're here at NASDAQ and it's fast money. And Clint is the man in getting you on stages with some of the most professional business associates and celebrities. So I highly recommend.
All right. Now I want to talk about this part about NASDAQ, okay? Because as you could see, take advantage of what's going on there, all right? Shoot videos in multiple locations in NASDAQ. All right. Please, guys, please do not go trespassing onto the set. Notice where I am shooting this video of this guy. At the stairs. We're not on the set. We're not intruding on the set. We're not getting in trouble. Don't get in trouble on this set. Don't push it, okay? Be very, very courteous about where you go. Do not be trespassing where you're not supposed to be. Now, I'm telling you, make a video at the set with them going on in the background. That's a cool video. Don't go out there on that set and get everybody in trouble. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you do it and you get us all in trouble, then you're gonna get you're going to get penalized. All right. We have a code of conduct. We have in our terms and conditions, you have to behave nicely at this event or else you get kicked out of the event. Don't make us kick you out of the event by getting us in trouble by trespassing over here. However, with that said, make a video here. Say, hey guys, I'm here at NASDAQ on the set of Fast Money. It's a CNBC show. And I'm really excited to have shared my message today in the NASDAQ boardroom, and look for the video. It's another place to make your video. Let's go on and take more of a look.
NASDAQ celebrity appearance with Clint Arthur.
I was here tonight at Clint Arthur's event here in New York City at the NASDAQ. I have decades of experience working at the New York Stock Exchange, at PIMCO, at the largest investment management firms in the world. And these people are better, and if not stronger, than many of these Fortune 500 CEOs that I've met in my lifetime.
This has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just getting me outside of myself, helping me make more money. I'm starting to truly see the benefits of this whole system, and really, most importantly, the love and caring that you guys have for us. I can't even put that into words. Thank you.
2 years ago, I hired Clint.
All right, I want to go back here to her. Listen to this.
Exchange, at PIMCO, at the largest investment management firms in the world. And these people are better, and if not stronger, than many of these Fortune 500 CEOs that I've met in my lifetime.
Okay, great. How do you implement that? Well, guys, I'm introducing you to the people in my network, okay? The networking. NASDAQ implementation, a lot of NASDAQ, the implementation is the networking that you are going to do with this event. Come prepared to do networking. Come prepared to meet people and interact with people. I provide you with the list of names and phone numbers of all the people who are going to be there. Meet people, connect with people, and develop your positioning in the network. Let's continue.
This has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just getting me outside of myself, helping me make more money. I'm starting to truly see the benefits of this whole system, and really, most importantly, the love and caring that you guys have for us. I can't even put that into words. Thank you.
2 years ago, I hired Clint to get me to Harvard, and he did, and it like delivered me like a tenfold return on the money that I spent. Because here's the thing: you think you know what you know, okay? And I'm an alpha guy, right? I have my own decisions made, and I do it my way. But the truth is, you don't know what you don't know. And in this business, Clint Arthur, for PR, he knows a lot more than I do. And dude, he's opened up the world. And it's just, I'm here at NASDAQ. I just spoke at NASDAQ. I was on the Jumbotron. Guess who made that happen? Clint Arthur. That's who you need to be following, Clint Arthur.
Look, the point I'm making here with this video, this little testimonial video of Corey Peterson, is you need to be impressed with your own accomplishments. What do you think? Everybody's going to be on the Jumbotron? You think everybody gets to speak at NASDAQ? You think everybody's going to get to speak at the Harvard Club in New York City? No. You know that old saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Well, you guys know me. And because you know me, you get to do these things. Yeah, you had to hire me as your mentor to make this happen for you, but that's what a good mentor will do for you. That's what a great mentor will do for you. I've had a lot of mentors that didn't do nothing for me, okay? I'm the kind of mentor who does stuff for you, and I guarantee my results for you, and you have to understand that you have worked hard to put yourself in the position where you got to meet me. And as a result of meeting me and stepping up and investing in yourself and your own celebrity mentorship, you're going to have these opportunities to speak at the NASDAQ, to be on the Jumbotron, and to speak at the Harvard Club in New York City all in a day. And you need to appreciate that. I was at an event a couple weeks ago, and those of you who were at Harvard, you all got to see him speak last year. I'm not going to say who it was. But this guy hasn't implemented anything from last Harvard event. This guy hasn't implemented anything from the Harvard event. And I'm like, well, dude, what are you waiting for? Why aren't you implementing? And I tell you, a lot of people think because you paid a few dollars to make this stuff happen, that means it's less. That means that it's not real. That means that it's not going to work. That people are going to see through it. They're going to think, oh, you paid to speak at NASDAQ. No one's going to think that. No one knows anything. No one knows anything. If you are on this webinar right now, if you're watching this message right now, somehow you are a really smart freaking person. Because I tell you what, there are billions of people who are not on this webinar. There are only a few people who are on this webinar. There are only a few people who are smart enough to be on this webinar right now, getting this message, getting this information, having this opportunity. There are only a few people. Hey, in all of 2016, I'm sorry, 2000. In all of 2019, only 160 people are going to get to speak at NASDAQ through me. That's it. Think about all the competition that's out there. Millions and millions of people. Hundreds of millions of people. Think about all the experts in the United States. Of all of them, only 160 people are going to be lucky enough to have this opportunity next year. This year, 2018, only 80 people. Only 80 people are having this opportunity to speak at NASDAQ through me this year. And I don't know anybody else who's doing it. I was on a call yesterday. And I was interviewing some guy about possibly doing some sales for me. And he goes, well, Clint, how do you do this? And I said, well, Allie asked me one time, how are you going to make that happen? And I said, what do I do? That's what I do. My main thing is I make the impossible possible. I make things happen. And really less important is, arranging to speak at NASDAQ is a huge hurdle and a huge obstacle. But more important than speaking at NASDAQ is speaking in front of an audience of high net worth individuals dressed in suits and ties so that your video has that element in it. That's what I said to this guy who's like trying to get me to hire him to do sales. And then he goes, well, I have a friend who spoke at NASDAQ last year and I saw his imagery and it was really, really cool. So I don't know if you have competition or anything doing that. And I said, well, who was that? And he said, it was Josh Felber. I'm like, well, Josh Felber spoke at my event. I'm telling you guys are in the right place at the right time. You're on the cutting edge. You're getting all this stuff. You're getting all of this stuff at the beginning. And even 5 years from now, 5 years from now, a grand total of 5 times 160. We're going to do 4 NASDAQ events a year. 5 times 160. We'll have an opportunity to speak. So that's 800. A grand total of 800 people in the world will have had this opportunity to speak at NASDAQ and get these assets. And you're already at the forefront of that. 5 years from now, there will only be 600 people who have these assets in the whole world. You better be impressed. Be impressed with your accomplishments. Because if you're not impressed with your accomplishments, no one else is going to be. You have to think that what you're doing is special, or else no one else is going to think it's special. All right? Let's go to my LinkedIn profile page. All right. Here's my NASDAQ asset right there. Boom. Deployed. And a lot of people in today's day and age, when they check you out, the first thing they want to check out is your LinkedIn profile. A lot of people. I don't know why. I'm not a huge lover of LinkedIn, but a lot of people want to check out your LinkedIn profile. Therefore, I've got my NASDAQ image right there on my LinkedIn profile. And the last time I did a call where somebody actually checked out my LinkedIn profile during the call, the guy said, well, let's look you up. Let me look at your LinkedIn. And he goes to my LinkedIn and he goes, holy cow, you're a rock star. That's exactly what he said. Holy cow, you're a rock star. Do you do any teaching? Would you like to be a teacher in our organization? That's what he said. And part of it is from this Jumbotron image, which I have deployed. How do you deploy that there? Well, you click on this pen, and then you click on this pen right here, and it says 1584 by 396 pixels recommended. And you click on that pen and you upload. You click here, change photo, delete photo. You upload that photo. You upload this image to be whatever you want it to be. That's how you do it. Now let's go to another simple one. Let's go to my Facebook. Now, I personally enjoy Facebook as a channel. Here's Dave Nassani implementing. Okay, I had lunch today with Dave Nassani, and there's Dave, there's Charlene, there's me. I gave him this photo, he posted up right away. That's why Dave is making money as a speaker. Dave came out of nowhere, changing his life with this stuff. Oh, look at this. New profile photo too, huh, Dave? Where'd you get that photo? That's pretty good. Wonder who took that great photo of you. Uh-huh. All right. Let's go back to my Facebook profile. All right. Here's my Facebook profile. I'm going to change this photo for you and show you how it's done. I want to change this cover image. Update cover photo. Select photo. I'm going to put this one in. Boom. Save changes. That's how you deploy NASDAQ onto your Facebook profile. See, I just updated my cover photo. I'm going to take it off here because I don't like to, like right now I've got a really nice video here. If you haven't seen this video, 7 words you should never say. This was my 101st television appearance. You should check it out. It's a really good video. I'm getting a lot of comments on this. I got 27 comments on this video, 2 shares and over almost 600 views. If you haven't looked at it yet and commented, you should. And you should share it on your page. It's a very helpful thing and I would appreciate it. But with this very popular TV appearance right here, I want to keep this at the top of my page. Therefore, when I update the profile photo or the cover photo, I don't want that taking up space here. I just want this right at the top, like it is right now. But you saw how easy that was. It was just a quick thing and it's already updated. So again, you go up here to update cover photo, select the photo, select the one you want, which is this one, and boom. There it is. All right, then there's Instagram. Let's go to Instagram. At Instagram is a very visual site, so you want to be using your imagery in your Instagram posts. I do all kinds of things. This was one that I did very interestingly enough. Like, all right, let me show you how I'm going to do this. Okay, here's one that I did. This was a picture of me speaking, and I made a post about it, right? What are you going to do to become that one red dot outside the circle? Now, let me do that for you guys with the NASDAQ image. Okay? Let me show you how you do this. I'm on a Mac right now. I'm going to pull up my NASDAQ Jumbotron image. Clint NASDAQ Jumbotron. All right. I'm going to duplicate it because I don't want to screw this image up. All right. Now I'm going to type a message on here. This is a message that I like. I'm going to make sure it's nice and big. I'm going to make it in pink because I like pink. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to make it a font that I like, Avenir Next. I'm going to put it right here. The message is, are you ready to be 75 feet tall in Times Square? This is basically an ad. See that? It's basically an ad that I just created. There's the ad. Now I'm going to save it as Times. Are you ready to be 75 feet tall? Ad. Save that. Now I'm going to upload it to my Instagram. I do most of my posting on Instagram from my phone. But what I've just done was I created a post. So, all right, it won't let me post it there. Let me post it on LinkedIn. I don't care. Or let me post it to Twitter. Yeah, they think I'm too conservative. So let me just tweet something right now. I'll tweet this image. And I'm going to put it in quotes. Are you ready to be 75 feet tall in Times Square? Oh yeah? You need a special app to post? Whatever. Maybe that's why I'm not a big Instagram fan. And then I'm going to put a link here, and the link is www.speak@nasdaq.com. And I'm going to tweet that out. See, there it is, folks. That's me deploying NASDAQ assets. Me deploying NASDAQ assets. These are just some basic ideas, my friends, of how you can use it. I've showed you how to use it on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on your website, in your marketing materials. Let me just add these on to the list. So be impressed with your accomplishments. Use on LinkedIn profile. Use on Facebook cover image. Use on your website. Use for SEO on Google by titling it your name, right? And then use on Twitter. Use on Instagram. So let's take a look. Here's my image on Twitter. Compare that to this one of a basketball team, whatever. Compare this one to a Halloween pumpkin, whatever. Compare this one to an American flag. That's nice, but anybody can do that. Whoa, Corey Landowski, great night. That's a nice one. That's a high status one. This is one of a guy's dog. Anybody can do that. This is of somebody else's product. This is one of a pig. This is of a guy in a costume. Okay, these are all valid, right? But there's mine. Mine's different. Nobody else has that. And I'm using it. Got to use it. Use it. Use it. All right. Does anybody else have any implementation that they would be willing to share with the other people here? Anybody else have any implementation ideas of NASDAQ implementation that you would be willing to share? If so, please type your name in the chat, and I have time to pick one or two of you guys. Anybody want to share some stuff? I wish I could unmute Will Nobles. Navy Dowdy? Awesome.
But I did a couple things. I put the NASDAQ image on the back of my card, which people kind of liked. And then the other thing I did was on Celebrity Launchpad, they wanted me to be on Fox LA. So I put that on my calendar. And then as I've been making appointments for that week with people, I've been telling them they can see that says Fox LA there. I said, okay, well, I'm going to put you here at 3:15 on Tuesday. The only thing that might happen, they wanted me to talk at Fox LA about these same things we're talking about. If they call, they weren't sure which day, I may have to change it. So the people got that idea. You're talking about pre-telling people that you're going, like on NASDAQ.
Good.
Same kind of thing. So people could put, you know, I'm going to be on NASDAQ next month, and every time they make an appointment, everybody will see that.
Good. I like that. Using it in your calendaring, advertising it basically to people who are making appointments with you that you're going to be speaking at NASDAQ. Very good. NASDAQ in your calendar.
Yeah, any of it in your calendar.
Yep. Good. Very good. Awesome. Thank you, Navy. Those are great ideas. I want to go to Will Nobles now. Hey, Will Nobles, you're the king. You're the king tut of all of this so far. How much additional revenue do you attribute to NASDAQ, Will Nobles?
You know, when we were in Phoenix, I'm getting close to $1 million. I've got to finalize a few things, but I'm probably around 750,000 total right now.
Okay, and what are you doing to implement NASDAQ that I haven't already spoken about?
We did a magazine about cybersecurity in a magazine, so we're on the back of the front cover of a magazine, and pretty much I used the NASDAQ, the Harvard Club of New York, Harvard Club of Boston pictures in that with me speaking and the Jumbotron. So I used it in a magazine ad.
Magazine ad. So using the imagery in your advertising. Very good. Very good. What else?
And then also in our signature lines, when I reply back to emails and stuff, every one of my employees, including myself, has those pictures of Caitlyn Jenner and George Ross and NASDAQ and everything in the signature lines.
Okay. Basically like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. Using the images in your email signatures. Very good.
And then obviously we posted all over social media. We did our newsletters going. We do a mail newsletter and an email newsletter. And we did it, Logan posted, put it out there before I went and then after I went with the pictures.
Okay, very good. And then what about in your speaking? I know that a lot of your revenues are coming from you using NASDAQ in speaking. How are you doing that?
You know, I'm in a CEO roundtable group, and I've been invited to 2 different ones to speak to other CEOs that are in different industries. And because I have spoken at NASDAQ and spoken at Harvard and the other places, they're like, hey, can we pay you to come speak for us? So I'm getting paid $500 an hour, 3 hours to speak at different CEOs around the United States. So there's 3,200 groups, and they can pick me to speak. So I could be doing 1 or 5 a month, depending on how many I want to do.
Great. So in your paid speaking, you're implementing your marketing materials from NASDAQ into that.
Oh, absolutely. And the PowerPoints and everything when I'm doing the speaking. Yep, it's all there.
In PowerPoints. Very good. Awesome. Hey man, very soon he's going to break into the 7-figure speaker club, and I'm proud of you. Oh, and I know a lot of them are thinking, well, I'm sure Will Nobles can do it. He's like a very experienced speaker. How much speaking have you actually done, Will?
Not much. I've spoken more this year than I've ever spoken. I'll take you back to high school. I was the president of the FFA, Future Farmers of America, and the first time I ever had to be on stage in front of 300 people and spoke. Other than that, I have not. I've spoken in the groups. I can speak on what I know, the technology part, but when it comes to actually prepare speeches and stuff like that, no, I have not had experience up till this year.
Yep. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Will. Really appreciate you very much. And I hope you're enjoying your behind the scenes video from our titanium coaching in Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it tonight.
It's long. It's like 2 hours plus.
Oh, wow.
Have fun with that. All right, good. Very good. I miss you, man. I miss you already. I'm going to go to Mobile Dave. Where is Mobile Dave? Where are you, Dave? Dave. Caretaker Dave. There you go. Caregiver Dave. What do you say, Caregiver Dave?
So I just wanted to show an implementation I just made in the last 60 seconds.
Oh, all right. Let's take a look at that.
Facebook homepage.
Facebook homepage.
I got the idea from this brilliant guy.
Oh, when is the last time you felt 75 feet tall in Times Square?
I'm thinking that might impress somebody.
Yeah. You know what was really interesting is that I didn't get it, but Tamisa told me that her kids were very impressed by the fact that she was on the billboard right next to Chris Rock in the billboard.
Yeah.
You know, what you get when you do these billboards like that is you get attachment to this brand, Fiji. You get attachment to Chris Rock. It's like, that's the level. Look, guys, Chris Rock is advertising in Times Square. That's your level.
Yeah, whatever he paid to be there, I'm right next to him.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, he paid a lot of money. He paid a lot of money to be there.
Yeah, so did I.
Hey, here's another thing. Look, these are pinned photos. These are like featured photos right here on the person's page. Make sure that your featured photos include your NASDAQ branding, your Harvard branding, your celebrity attachment, your TV branding. Make sure it's all there in your featured photos. Very good, Dave. Like, how else have you exploited value from NASDAQ?
From NASDAQ specifically?
Yeah, or from Harvard, NASDAQ or Harvard, it's the same.
Harvard, I have an amazing media page. If you want to go there and just take a look at it really, really quickly. I got 3 or 4, that's not true. I got like 10 speaking engagements because the first 4 I got from somebody seeing my Harvard video on this website, on this media page. And because of those bookings, I got the rest of them. And this is just in Hawaii, which I was going to be there anyway, vacationing. Now I don't go to Hawaii unless I do all these talking, and I go twice a year, and I'm always speaking somewhere. In January, I was on all 4 major networks over there, and I had 5 speaking gigs. This last time, I couldn't get on TV because of the hurricanes, 3 hurricanes.
Yep.
Can you believe they preempted me?
Yep.
3 hurricanes.
Yep.
But I did speak in 7 places while I was there. Ala Moana Shopping Center, the library system, University of Hawaii, some event that was put on by a former state senator of Hawaii. So I met a lot of very interesting people.
And I want to go on to, I have time for 2 more, and they're going to be Tamisa Leiden, and then I'm going to the grand finale, which is going to be Dr. Joni. So Tamisa,
yeah.
Hey, what was going on for you this past weekend?
Oh, I have a mini class reunion. I graduated in England, and the school is open for 30 years, so the class reunions are kind of all across the country. We have a mini one. We have a large one every 3 years, but we had one here in Scottsdale this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and people from I graduated in 1971, but there were classmates from 78 through 71 graduates, and I didn't know half of the people there, but they knew me from my Facebook NASDAQ profile picture, and they made that comment. It's like, oh, I know who you are. You spoke at NASDAQ, and it was because they clicked onto the Facebook site. So that was pretty interesting. Because, I don't know that all those people. I didn't know they were all on Facebook. So.
Well, look, this is one of my cartoons, right? That I have here. This cartoon right here is in the magazine. And you can't read it because it's backwards. But what it says is, what's new? This is normal cocktail party conversation. And I would say any college reunion falls into this category too. Normal cocktail party conversation versus better cocktail party conversation. In normal cocktail party conversation, it says, what's new? And you say, not much. How many times have you met somebody at a party and you were talking to them and you said, what's new? Or some variation of that question, and they said, not much. But we get to say, I just spoke at Harvard. And I just spoke at NASDAQ. Just something. It's something cool to say. And they go, holy cow, who are you? That's what this is all about. That's exactly what this is all about. And
what from that afterwards was that someone had said, well, didn't you write a book? And I said, I did. And so, well, do you have any copies that are available? So I keep them in my car. So I went out and got 40 copies.
just so happen to have 40 copies, yeah.
I have 40 copies. And signed them, and yeah, so it just created a whole new kind of a, scuffle. It was cute. It was. I was pretty impressed because like I said, I didn't know any of those people, even though we all graduated from same high school in England. But for 30 years worth of people graduating, I didn't know them. But it was fun, and most of them live in and around Phoenix, which I had no idea. So one gal said, I'm looking for property, so can we talk after the reunion? Absolutely. So,
boom.
Yeah.
Very good. Congratulations. That's a prospect. That's a warm lead is what that is. That's a really warm lead, right?
Absolutely was. I was taken aback by it, but it was like, yeah, sure, we'll talk. So we're talking, and something will come from that. So.
Yay, Tamisa.
Thank you. I did put my NASDAQ picture on my real estate sign and on my business cards, and it does create some conversation.
Of course it does, because nobody else has it. And that's what this is all about. That is what this is all about. All right. Oh, here's Tamisa Leiden's Harvard Club of Boston speech on Google+. Very nice. Hey, okay, this is another place to do it, is put it on your Google+. Tamisa Leiden speaks at Harvard Club of Boston.
You've seen her on network television shows all across the country. I recently saw her speak at NASDAQ, and she was so terrific, I had to bring her here for you today. Please welcome Tamisa Leiden.
Margaritas by the pool in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. In late September, by the way. And I was having a great...
All right, there's NASDAQ implemented at Harvard. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep, great job. And now we are going to finish off this webinar with somebody who has really leveraged her Harvard very nicely. Dr. Joni Liu, how are you tonight, my darling?
I'm doing just great, Clint. How are you? Happy Halloween.
Thank you very much. I got my costume, and I'll be.
That's what that is.
Yeah. I don't know how this wig goes, but is that it? That's about it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah, good. And what has been going on with you, Dr. Joni?
Geez, I had a story done about me at my alma mater at Concordia University. I received 3 copies of the article. I'm just so happy and proud. I mean, ever since I said yes to the opportunity to speak at Harvard Club of Boston, a whole bunch of things have happened to me. So what can I say? When you open yourself up to what's great, then great things are going to happen to you.
I want to point out something that I think is really great. All I typed in was Dr. Joni, and you are dominating the search for Dr. Joni.
Well, I hope so.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, if you think about how many doctors named Joan there probably are,
Yeah, actually there are quite a few. Yeah.
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 I love
Wow.
it. I love it. Okay, well, let's take a look at drjoni.com. See what that's looking like.
Oh, actually, I haven't changed that recently, except for the very top part.
I like that. I like that. Let's see what's on here. Hey, man, where's your Harvard award?
Actually, what you should do is go to concussionanswers.com. That's
Okay.
one I've changed.
Let's see what there. Whoa, that looks cool.
It's a beautiful graphic.
Oh, a bunch of testimonials. Very nice. These are testimonials, my friends. This looks like an implementation
Hi,
day.
this is Dr. Mini Malhotra. I'm a functional medicine expert, and I met Dr. Joni at the Harvard speaking event and also here in Las Vegas. I've heard of the excellent things she's doing with her client and members. She works with clients who have concussions, actually an injury to.
Okay, that's one. And here's another one.
Hey, I'm Tanisa Leiden. I'm a senior living expert, and I recently met Dr. Joni. I heard her speak at Harvard, and I'm so impressed because what she does for patients with concussions is phenomenal. I work with a lot of seniors that maybe in their younger years they had concussions, they didn't address them, and now they're experiencing things like dementia and Alzheimer's. And she has a program that you can get in there, address the issues of concussion, and she can fix it. She can.
Guys, do you see the power of having a testimonial where it says, hey, I saw Dr. Joni speak at Harvard. I saw Dr. Joni speak at NASDAQ. That's what this is all about. And getting these testimonials from each other. I can't do them for you. I can't make each of you do testimonials, but get them from each other at these clubs. Use the imagery that I'm providing for you. Be active at these events and make it happen. And you will just be amazed at the beautiful things that are going to come your way. And Dr. Joni, that article that came in your college paper, right, your alma mater, tell us more about that.
Concordia University is celebrating its 50th anniversary of its engineering faculty. So they were looking for stories that were unique, and they thought that me going from engineering to becoming a doctor of Chinese medicine was extremely unique. And yeah, I posted up on Facebook, and quite a few people that are here tonight have seen this as well. So it was just such a great honor. I didn't know that they were going to do this. I thought they were just going to post it online. So I was really happy to see it actually in print, and it was really nice for me to give a copy of the magazine to my mother, to my parents, and they're so proud of me, and my husband's really proud of me. I mean, and I've told so many people about it as well. I mean, all this is really creating buzz for me. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Hey man, your number one problem as an entrepreneur is that people don't know you or what you do. That's your problem. People just don't know about you. Now, the way that giant corporations get around that problem is they spend lots of money on advertising. We don't have money to spend on advertising, my friends. We have very precious dollars to spend on marketing. And unfortunately, when you buy Facebook ads, I'm still trying to figure out Facebook advertising. All these smart people are telling me that you can do it. Well, I'm way over $100,000 in Facebook ads, and I can only attribute $30,000 in sales to them. I just got another $750 invoice today for Facebook ads. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm telling you, I'm way over $100,000 deep into Facebook ads, and I've got deep pockets. And even still, I've been doing this Facebook project now for like almost 3 years, trying to figure this out. And I'm telling you, it's no fun to be pouring all this money into Facebook ads that don't create any lasting impression, that don't create any assets that you can use ongoing, the way you see me using my Harvard imagery from years ago. Here's Harvard imagery from years ago that I'm using, okay? And I'm continuing to use in stuff that I'm doing. All this Facebook advertising, it just goes away. And I don't know what you're going to do to get the word out there, because we don't have the deep pockets that giant corporations do to be able to continuously advertise. Coca-Cola is the real thing. Coca-Cola is the real thing. Coca-Cola is the real thing. We can't be going into the hole for millions of dollars creating brand awareness advertising like that. This is what we need to do, is to invest in smart stuff like the Jumbotron, like speaking on video, things that we can use and redeploy. And also, the last thing I want to talk about is the last thing. This is the deployment of NASDAQ, and that is stories. Joni, you and I did a consult to create your Harvard speech and your Harvard story. I know that it was, that is what created this magazine article, is it not?
Telling him that story, the guy who wrote the articles, in the end, it really affected him. So, that story has affected a lot of people. And I've made some new friends because of this wonderful story. And I still get really choked up. I'm so emotionally involved with it. But the thing is that everyone needs a story that chokes you up like that.
Yep.
And I have enough control that I don't lose it, which is so important. But I know that with this type of story, I really do affect people with it.
Amen, sister. Because storytelling is the most powerful way for you to penetrate the market in a way that people are going to remember. People don't remember stuff, but if you tell them a good story, they'll remember the way you did. If you have the courage to tell a story that you don't want to tell, you can penetrate the market in ways that you will never, ever be able to penetrate in any other way, because you have these stories. And in my new book, Celebrity Entrepreneurship, I talk about, in the VIP speaking section, one of the subsets of VIP speaking is having an arsenal of stories that you can tell and retell in your marketing conversations, in your conversations with prospects, in your conversations with customers or clients. You need to be telling them your stories to solidify your place in their minds. And having the great stories from doing events like NASDAQ and Harvard and Coca-Cola. And our newest event is going to be at the New York City Bar Association on April 30th. New York City Bar on April 30th. I want to show you guys what it's going to look like. New York City Bar Association. If any of you have clients in the legal industry and you want to start creating some powerful assets to market you in the legal space, this is what we're going to be doing, folks. I'm going to copy this image and open it as a photo. Here it is. Look at this imagery that you're going to get. That's going to be you here at this podium. Look, what's on the podium is a brass plaque that has the New York City Bar logo on it. And We're going to have a room full of attorneys and other smart, high net worth people at this thing on April 30th. Hey, if you're smart, you should get in on this because it's the first time we're doing it. We're doing it, you know, all of our stuff is normally $10,000. If you want to get in on the April 30th event only, we have a few more spaces for you to enroll. Instead of paying $10,000, it's $4,000 as a single pay or 5 installments of $9.99. If you want to get one of those spots to speak at the New York City bar on April 30th, it's going to include another speaker training day on April 28th, which is Sunday. Then there's going to be another NASDAQ on Monday. Maybe you're already coming to that Monday, NASDAQ April 29th. And then April 30th, we're going to be at the New York City Bar Association. It's a really smart way to get in on this. If you want to get in on it, text me 212-888-2999 and I'll be happy to enroll you for that. It's $4,000 as a single pay or 5 installments of $9.99. April 30th. Here, I'll put this in here. April 30th, 2019. There's only space for 50 people to be speakers that day. It's going to be awesome. And if you want it, text me at the number right there. And get in on this early bird discounted enrollment. In the meantime, that's going to wrap it up for your NASDAQ and Harvard implementation event. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. This was a lot of fun. And let's see, our event is coming up at NASDAQ December 2 and 3 in New York City. December 2 and 3 in New York City. December 2 is the training day. December 3, Monday, is the big day. And it's going to be beautiful weather. And please do yourself a favor. Arrive early. Try not to arrive on December 2. Come in the night before and stay late. Don't try to fly out on the night because the dinner at the Harvard Club of New York City is our 15th wedding anniversary celebration. And those of you who are coming, we're happy to have you with us for that. And it's not going to be over till 10:30 at the earliest. Come and enjoy New York with us and plan on leaving the next day, December 4 or even later. And until next month, our next webinar is going to be right before the NASDAQ event. There will be one more webinar. We're going to get some stories. We're going to call on some people to do some stories, to share their stories, to get some rehearsal. And until then, I hope all of you are using NASDAQ in your implementation. You're already implementing NASDAQ and making money like Will Nobles was making money with NASDAQ before he even spoke there. Why aren't you? I expect you to do that. And when you do that, make sure you hit me up with some great testimonials at NASDAQ. Please, I'm here looking for testimonials, more testimonials about the way you guys are making money and what you're doing to make money at NASDAQ, and make sure that I know that you've done it, okay? And before you go, I want to play one more video for you guys. For those of you who may have already been to one of my training events and you think, oh, I've already done Clint's speaker training, okay? Check this out. Here is, listen to Dr. Lali Shapan.
This is Dr. Lali Shaban. This is my 4th VIP training with Clint Arthur. And I have to tell you, it just gets better and better and better. And I've transformed and it evolves each time. And I keep learning new things. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here at Harvard, Clint's Harvard event. And I just closed a $60,000 deal. All due to me mentioning Harvard in our closing. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, this is what I'm looking for. Make sure you give me more stuff like that. And this is what is possible for each of you if you trust Clint and implement the marketing. Until next time, remember, all marketing assets must be deployed. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at the podium at NASDAQ. Good night, everybody.